You're on your weight loss journey on Mounjaro and Wegovy and you're feeling absolutely great, but then your hair starts coming out and you're wondering, is it because of the medication or is it something else? I'm Zainab, I'm the pharmacist from PillSorted, and I'll explain how the hair growth happens, how does your weight loss affect it, and what do you need to look out for. I have already covered the hair growth cycle and the different kinds of hair loss in a previous video, but the common hair loss that's related to the GLP and weight loss is called the telogen effluvium. The good news is it is usually a temporary reason for hair loss. The key point that I'm going to explain about is with telogen effluvium, your body realizes the stress, and that stress can be the weight loss. Just a little bit of an overview of the hair loss cycle. Around 85 to 90% of our hair is usually in the growth phase, and when the telogen effluvium happens, more of the hair follicles will transit to the resting phase, which can then cause the shedding. Okay, what that means is it usually happens 2 to 4 months after you've started the weight loss, and it takes 2 to 3 months for the shedding to complete. So it takes roughly around 6 months that you'll see the hair constantly coming out, which is really uncomfortable. And the thing is, when you start the treatment or we progress to improve the hair, that will take a couple of months as well. So it will take around 12 months for the hair loss and your body to get back on track. Okay, but that's roughly the timelines that we're looking at. Do the GLPs themselves cause hair loss? In the SURMOUNT trials for the Mounjaro, around 5% of patients realized hair loss versus 1% in the placebo. That shows hair loss does happen. And for the Wegovy, the step 1 trial showed 3% of participants versus 1% in the placebo had hair loss. But the important other fact that came out of these trials is it's very much dependent on the amount of weight loss and the rate of weight loss. The faster and the greater weight that is lost can cause more of the hair loss. Now, the other reason that the GLPs can cause more of the hair loss to come up is actually the nutrition deficit, because when you don't have too much of an appetite, you're not going to get enough of the nutrients that your body needs to create the hair. So protein, iron, zinc, vitamin D, vitamin B, these are important nutrients that your body needs. Again, the good news is this is self-limiting. As I said, between 4 weeks and 4 months from your weight loss journey, you'll see the shedding happening. It might continue for another 2 or 3 months, and then your body starts recovering. As a recap, when you're on your weight loss journey, both because getting enough nutrients is very important and the medicine itself has that as a side effect, you might experience more hair shedding. The things that you need to be super vigilant about is to make sure that you get the right nutrients and eat for your hair. How do we manage it? The important way is about the being mindful of what you're eating. First of all, protein. Protein is by far the most important because your body needs that to create the amino acids to create the hair follicle. So prioritize protein. Is the hardest to meet per day. So 1.2 grams of protein per your body weight in kilogram. That usually helps the outcome of your weight loss journey be the best version of yourself. The other ones are have a blood test done, because then we can see where your blood levels are. Red blood cells, your iron levels, your thyroid function. These are very important, as well as vitamin D, zinc, vitamin B levels. All of these can have an effect on your day-to-day. It might be that you need to slow down the rate of your weight loss if you feel that the hair shedding is becoming too much or is too fast, because the rate of your weight loss and how much you lose weight does have the effect on that hair loss. It might be that you need to lower the dose of your injection. It might be that you need to come off a calorie deficit diet. So these are the different ways that we slow down the rate of the weight loss. And the other thing is, if you've had the test done, the blood test, according to that, get the supplements and the nutrients. But I really strongly suggest don't go for super high amounts of any one supplement. It can disrupt the balance for the others. So stick to the recommended daily allowances, okay? And good food sources for the stuff that you need. So iron is plenty in meat and poultry and fish, as well as lentils and chickpeas and spinach. All of these have got a lot of iron in them. There's also pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds has got 2 really good things. One iron and the other one zinc. So it's a very good good source for that. In eggs and in cereals and whole grains, you can find a lot of vitamin D and vitamin B. So again, try to put those in your diet as well. The other thing is be gentle to your hair. So make sure that you're taking care of your scalp, taking care of your hair, brush your hair regularly, put a little bit of nourishment in it, be it like a natural oil. Don't put too strong of scalp cleansers or chemicals, because those can upset your already sensitive hair. What do you need to look out for? If your hair loss carries on after 12 months, even though you put all of these improvements in place, so you know you're getting enough of the proteins and all the nutrients, you've done your blood test, but still your hair loss is carrying on. If you see there's a hair loss in point type patches, okay, these can be small ones, they can be bigger ones, but they're usually a sign of autoimmune diseases. Also, if you feel other symptoms like really cold, really tired, because these can be another hormonal imbalance, so it's good to get your hormones checked again. As a recap, GLP hair loss is caused by the rapid weight loss mostly, versus the 3 to 7% of the patients that might get it as a side effect of this medication. The good news is it's usually reversible. You can have a successful weight loss journey by making sure that you compensate for those nutrients. Again, the outcome for your health in carrying on losing weight is much more beneficial while we support you with this short-term hair shedding treatments that you need to get your hair back on track. If you've got any questions, feel free to reach out for that clinician-led health advice. Thank you.